Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. As per the usual, I am Cobble. S. Cobble. Greetings and salutations once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. If you get a chance, give us a like, give us a share, and comment below of whatever you feel the need to. We got one more final installment of our unboxings that I currently have in stock. We're going to unbox the March of the Machines, The Aftermath. A Magic set that, well, besides the normal, has gotten a lot of hate. Or I should say the Magic community has gotten a lot of hate because of a simple mistake that there was, I want to say, legal action taken to the point where there was another YouTuber or unboxer or whoever it was sent the wrong box, and he was doing unboxings, and apparently a team of lawyers showed up at his door demanding for the supplies back. So majority of that majority of you know about, but this one's got a lot of wrap around it. But there's a lot of other things in here that makes it interesting. I'm not sure how to say it, but would piss off a lot of people, per se. Like, your standard, back in the day, you literally had... well, hell, back in my day, when I first started, when you would get a fat pack, you'd get literally a novel that was with that particular box that you would get. And that's what really got me into Magic years ago. But the reasons that make it more confrontational this time around is the previous sets. Mostly you would usually get about 12 cards in each booster pack, bases, saves, and shit, and a bunch of other things and stuff that go with the box, which is not a big deal. However, this particular box I have in front of me, a little bit different. It only has 8 5-card boosters. So literally there are only 8 boosters in here that have 5 cards in it compared to the 12 that they gotten since Jump Street. That alone will piss off a lot of people due to the fact that that box right there was $43. And I'm getting a lot less shit for the same money, because all the other fat packs, besides the one box I have left that will probably be streaming, is, let me grab that one. Thought this through, but I didn't. The last one that I have in my inventory to unbox would be this one, the Modern Horizons booster box, fat pack. Now, this one particularly has 10 15 card boosters, which seems a lot more, but also this was $43. This one was $90. Because the potential of running into a bunch of the Power 9 cards makes sense. But this particular one, I believe is the most recent, or almost the most recent one. And they literally only giving you 8 cards, 8 5-card boosters, which to me doesn't make any goddamn sense. Yet they're still charging us the same price. This kind of goes with the whole controversy going on right now that people really haven't spoke out about, or they don't want to. And me, being of the community, I'm a Magic player, and I'm kind of pissed off of where they're going with this. Because literally, I could literally build anything I wanted to in the previous packs, and then I get this. Which, I don't know what they're doing. I know they've also overwhelmed the entire Magic the Gathering community as itself, because back in the day when these things were, the novels were in there, you would get a set, maybe three fat packs, in a couple months or like over almost a half year. Every year they would only there, but as of recently, they are shelling this shit out almost 1 or 2 every single month. Which for some of us, we can't keep up with that because that's a lot of money, really, and compared to back in the day when it was over a period of time. But let's get into this. I'm going to stop ranting right now. We're going to get into this and see what actually there's. We do, like it normally, get our foil, we get 40 lands, we get our spin down, an alternate art, and the box. So. Sorry about that. In this box, you have collectible artwork per se, and some other random stuff, which really, in my opinion, doesn't have nothing to do with it. But let's get inside this box. They have that basic, the extra points, the art cards, and the standard shit. But literally, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 booster packs here that are only 5 cards. Traditionally, you can't build shit with that. Like back in the day, there's the spin down that came with it. Not bad. But back in the day, you could get a lot more cards and build a lot more deck with a fat pack, with the card ratio being the 12, 8 to 10. You can almost build two decks to play with your friends. Because back in those like starter decks was 40 cards. So literally, you can build a fat pack with any one of these. With this setup, you barely can make any goddamn thing. Not even one deck. You'll get, there was like I said, the cards themselves. Like the other one, there was literally 8, 12 packs. So 12, 24, 36, 60, 70, almost 90 cards in that. With this being 5 there's 40 packs. That's essentially one deck for yourself. So you can't, like with other ones, you could build one back box, you can build 2 decks and play out the gate. Now, you only have enough for one deck and nobody to play with. So it even irks me even further where they went with this, but we're not going to sit here and rant about it because that's another battle for another day. But just so the community is, I agree with the community having issues right now. I agree with it. Will it stop me from buying Magic? Unfortunately not, due to the fact that I've been playing it since, well, you saw the books earlier. Since, I want to say, 98, 99 is when I came into the thing. So, we got our lands here. We got the other islands. I don't understand the concept of why they're giving us less product for the same money that they were charging us previously for. Could be COVID, could be a bunch of other things, but you know what? That's going to be another video for another time. So let's get back to it, and if anybody is upset with me ranting, my apologies. It needed to be said, because I had friends in the community that were asking me, why are you still buying from a company that hates their community or has issues with their community right now? And my simple response was, I'm still a player regardless. So I'm going to keep playing, even though I could see I might play less. But on the same token, there is a bunch more that could be done, but not enough people are talking about it, and if nobody talks about it, nothing will get done. So there's the Spark Rupture 3-drop enchantment. When Spark Rupture enters the battlefield, draw a card. Each planeswalker with 1 or more loyalty counters on it loses all abilities and is a creature with power and toughness equal to its number of loyalty counters on it. So, we got our flashy land. We got Our blues, we got our blacks, our reds, and we have our greens. So let's get in this first pack. It's probably going to be a very short video instead of usually the part 2s for that because there's so many cards massive here, but we'll see. So, and there's no commons, looks like it's all uncommons. So we'll start off with the Harassed Sunhorn, 4-drop, 2/5, Dinosaur, Vigilance, 3 colorless, 1 white. Whenever Heartless Harnessed Sunhorn deals combat damage to a player, or return that artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Next up, we have Filter Out, 3-drop, instant, 1 colorless, 2 blue. Return all non-creature, non-land permanents to their owner's hand. And then we have the Pez-Linar Council of the Revival, 2-drop, 2/3, human artifactor, 1 red, 1 white, legendary creature. Thoppers you control have haste. Whenever you play a land from exile or cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. And then we have the Feast of the Victorious Dead, 2-drop, enchantment, 1 white, 1 black. At the beginning of your end step, if 1 or more creature die this turn, you gain that much life and distribute that many 1/1 counters among creatures you control. That's interesting. Then we have another fossil, the Kogorian Warmonger, 3-drop, Orc Warrior, 3/2, 2 colorless, 1 red, haste. Whenever Kogorian Warmonger attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a dragon card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. And then we have a treasure token. It's pack 1. So that was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 cards, so 5 main cards, and they throw in a token. Next up, we have the Coppercoat Vanguard, 2-drop, 2/2, 1 colorless, 1 white, human soldier. Each other human you control gets +1/+0 and has Ward 1. Ward is whenever it becomes the target of spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player plays 1. Next up, Tolarian Contempt, 5-drop, 3 colorless, 2 blue, enchantment. When Tolarian Contempt enters the battlefield, put a rejection counter on each creature your opponents control. At the beginning of your end step, for each opponent, choose up to 1 target creature they control with a rejection counter on it. That creature's owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Next up, we have the regular art of the Spark Rupture, 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 white, enchantment. When Spark Rupture enters the battlefield, draw a card. Each planeswalker with 1 or more loyalty counters on it loses all abilities, and it is a creature with power and toughness equal to the number of loyalty counters on it. Then we have the Undercity Upheaval, 3-drop, sorcery, 1 colorless, 2 green. Undergrowth, distribute X 1/1 counters among any number of target creatures you control, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard as you cast this spell. Creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn. And then we have the alternate art for the Tolarian Contempt. Wow. I got it right the first time, and I can't say it forever again, so. And then we got an elemental token. Next up. Yeah, this video is going to go real fast, so. And we got another Undercity Upheaval. Campus Renovation, 5-drop. Sorcery, 3 colorless, 1 red, 1 white, sorcery. Return up to 1 target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Then we have the rare of the Duranith Ruins. Land drop, rare land, Tap at a charge counter. 2. Put 2 1/1 counters on target non-human creature that enters the battlefield this turn. Then we got another filter out. And then we got a campaign, alternate art campus renovation. But it's weird to see in this set, this particular set, that there are very few commons, and there's 0 at all so far. Like the tokens are the commons, and everything else is under uncommon and rares. That's it. We have another Undercity upheaval, another campus renovation. We got Duraniatha, new Benella's Light, 3-drop, Human Knight, 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 white, 2/2, legendary creature, Human Knight, Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an aura or an equipment spell from your graveyard. Another campus renovation. I'm already seeing a problem so far in this shit. Goldforge Thopernix, Grix, Vix, Gix, Thopernix. Who knows? I can't try for that. It's a Thopter for a dragon. So 2-drop, 1 blue, 1 white, 1/3, and it has flying, lifelink. Each legendary permanent you control has ward 2. And that is an uncommon. And then we have a Thopter token. So far, we have mostly all doubles of the cards we already have. This is already a problem. There's literally no things whatsoever that are different. Another Copper Coat Vanguard. Another Tolarian Contempt. We have Plarg and Nasari. 5-drop, 5/4, 3 colorless, 2 red, legendary creature, Org Ifrit. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. An opponent chooses a non-land creature or a non-land card exiled this way. You may cast up to 2 spells from among the other cards exiled this way without paying its mana cost. Then we have an Urborg Umbrog. No, it was Urborg. Urborg Scavengers, 3-drop, 2/2. Spirit, 2 colorless, 1 black. Whenever Urborg Scavengers enters the battlefield or attacks, I also exile target card from a graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on the Urborg Scavengers. Urborg Scavengers has flying as long as a card exiled this way has flying. The same is true for the First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. We have Death Rattle Oni, 7-drop, 6 colorless, 1 black, 5/4, Demon Spirit, Flash. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature that died this turn. When Death Rattle Oni enters the battlefield, or Uni, destroy all other creatures that were dealt damage this way. And we got an Incubator token. We got 2 packs left and 10 minutes left of tape. Hey, something different. Markov Baron, 3-drop, 2/2, Vampire Noble, 2 colorless, 1 black, Convoke, Lifelink. Other vampires you control get +1/+1 and have Madness. 2-drop. If you have 2 colorless, 1 black. If you discard this card if you discard this card, discard it into exile. When you do, cast it for its Madness cost or put it into your graveyard. Bringing back the old mechanic, or the old Madness mechanic. I got the Chlorigan Warmonger, 3-drop. I think that's the one. Yeah, we had that already. So another Warmonger, the alternate art, or the true art, we'll call it. Something different. Metropolis. Oh fuck. Metropolis. There we go. Words. Metropolis Reformer. 3-drop, 2/3, Angel Cleric, 2 colorless, 1 white. Flying Vigilance, you have hexproof. Whenever Reformer is dealt damage, you gain that much life. We have another Markov Baron. And we have Nahiri's Resolve. 5-drop, 3 colorless, 1 red, 1 white. Enchantment. Creatures you control +1/+0 and have haste. At the beginning of your end step, exile any number of non-token artifacts and or creatures you control. Return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of your next end step. So, and we got an elemental token. Next up, we have a Phyrexian token. We have a Cosmetic Rebirth. 3-drop, 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 white. Instant. Choose target permanent card from your graveyard. If it has a mana value 3 or less, you may put it onto the battlefield. If you don't put it onto the battlefield, put it into your hand. You gain 3 life. Animist's Might. 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 green, sorcery. This spell costs 2 less to cast if the target's a legendary creature you control. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. We have a Tranquil Frillback. Yeah, Tranquil Frillback, 3-drop, 3/3, dinosaur. 2 colorless, 1 red, 1 green. Wow. When Tranquil Frizzback enters the battlefield, you may pay green up to 3 times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, you choose up to that many. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, exile target player's graveyard, or you gain 4 life. We have another Warmonger, and we have another Undercity Upheaval. So far, we're going to go back through and see how many doubles we got in this set so far. Because at the moment, there's probably not even enough cards here to actually make a goddamn deck. But, let's come up. The Feast of the Victorious Dead. We have that already. We have the Death Rattle Oni. We already have. Oh, we have Kajora, Sovereign of the Deep. I have her actually up on the wall. Is that Korra? No. Oh, I have Korra up top, not Kajora. Sovereign of the Deep. It's a mythic. The only mythic we got in this one so far. Legendary creature. It's a 5-drop, 4/5, 3 colorless, 1 blue, 1 green. Vigilance, Ward 3, Merfolk Noble. Whenever you cast a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent spell from your hand, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is this spell's mana value. You may cast a spell with mana value less than X from the among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You got 1 mythic. And then we also got Singara. Yeah, we'll just go with Singara. Font of the Blessings. 4-drop, 2 colorless, 1 green, 1 white. Angel, 4/4. Flying. Other permanents you control have hexproof. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast angel spells and human spells from the top of your library. That could be fun. We have an alternate art, Cosmic Rebirth. And then we have a Kraken token. So of this deck, so let's do a little quick thing, because we still have 5 minutes left. So we got Kajora, we got the Singara, Tranquil, the Resolve, Reform, the Metropolitans. So we got So we got one mythic, and the rest are rares and alternate art. Let's see what we have. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way so we can put the copies of everything on there. So we have a Cosmic Birth. We have the Death Rattle Oni. Feast of the Undead. Undercity Upheaval. We have Warmonger. So we'll take Mark and Beth. So at the moment we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cards. Call it 18 cards. So we'll see how many of each now. So we have 18 playable cards right now we have. There's a Cosmic Rebirth. There's a Warmonger. There's a Baron. There's the Death Rattle Oni. Tolarian Contempt we'll put right here. The Vanguard we'll put over there. Put the Gold Forge Thopter right there. We'll put a Cosmic Renovation right there. Put another Cosmic Renovation there. Undercity Upheaval we'll put right there. Cosmic Renovation we'll put, that's 3. 2 alternate arts filtering out. Another Campus Renovations. Another Undercity Upheaval. Alternate art Tolarian Contempt. Another Undercity Upheaval. Another Tolarian Contempt. Another Copperhoof Vanguard. Another Warmonger. Another Feast of the Undead. Another Flitter Out. And we have the Stubborn of that. And we have the Spark Rupture right there. So, as it stands right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 playable cards. Out of, let's see, how many was that? That was, I don't know. There was 5 ever. So out of 40 cards, only 24 are playable. That's a problem. Greatly. So this is either showing them they don't give a fuck, or they just, instead of putting there, because there's no commons in here whatsoever. This is all uncommons or rares or mythics. That's it. There's no diversity. You can't build it. You can build, let's see, be a 40 card of 20 land and 24 cards. So you can build a 44 card deck, and that's it. All of these copies, there's literally 3 or 4 copies of the same card. You can't fucking do that. You can literally, previous ones, you can literally build a couple decks and play right out the gate. So while we're at it, we're gonna cycle back through these again. But yeah, so I don't know what the fuck Wizards is up to. And to see this kind of wasted response or of related events is annoying as hell. Because I usually loved, like, the art series they had previously. That was an extra card, that's fine. The art series was fantastic. It showed a lot of creative available advances out there. I don't want to know if they want to blame this on COVID or what have you, but this is utterly ridiculous and dumb as fuck. Now, I can't wait to see the next Fat Pack that comes out and see if they go with the same bullshit in this set, because literally I'm paying $40 for extra lands and literally 24 playable cards from this set, compared to almost 90 I would get in any other previous Fat Pack. So Wizards needs to get their head out of their ass and possibly actually give a shit how they used to with their player base. Either don't know why they went so like lackluster in this series right here, but I'm not sure if this was just like a we need to throw something out there set, but literally there is only very few cards you can do anything with here, and it really, from a player point of view, is just like, what in the actual hell is this shit? So, till next time, this is Cobble S. Cobble saying have a good night and see you in the next one.